Everybody.
Just hoping to get a status update on Steph and Kelly tonight.
Yeah, Kelly is going to give it a go. He's feeling a lot better this morning and went through shoot around, so he'll start. And Steph is still pretty sore, frustrated. He wants to be going tonight, but will not play. And we'll just continue to call him day to day.
Steve, is it kind of up to Steph now whether or not he's just gauging the soreness, whether or not he'll play, given tomorrow?
No, it's up to Steph and the training staff to determine what is the smart thing to do. And so I would still call him doubtful for tomorrow. He's still very sore. So we'll just keep going day to day, see how it unfolds.
Who's going to start in Steph's place tonight?
Jordan's going to start for Steph. Everybody else stays the same. Kelly, Andrew, Draymond, and Loon.
What do you want to see out of Jordan? I mean, I know you've kind of been hesitant to give him full point guard duties. I know Draymond is in that lineup, so it's not like he's just going to be the point. But what do you want to see out of him?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing with Jordan is that he's truly a combo guard, so he can handle the ball some, he can run off screens, and one of the reasons to put him in the starting lineup tonight is because Draymond handles the ball so much for us with that unit anyway. So Jordan will come in and kind of play a combo role. And Memphis is a very good defense. They pack the paint. We need shooting out there. And so that's really the thought behind starting him. Plus, he's been playing really well, so we're rewarding him.
Coach, there are a lot of really talented young point guards in the NBA right now. But what kind of unique talents does Ja Morant bring to the game that you need to game plan for?
Yeah, I mean, he's so explosive, so athletic and fast, and he just sort of gets into seams that other people wouldn't be able to get into. And he's one of those guys who you think you've got a hole filled, and he just blows right through it. So we can't be too shocked by his speed. We've got to be overly prepared in transition, loading up, building walls in front of him. We can't let him get free. Can't let him get to the rim, and that's all easier said than done. So he's a great young player, and we got our hands full guarding him.
Steve, how do you think you'll handle rim protection tonight with Valanciunas on the floor and a situation where you don't have James Wiseman or Eric Paschall?
Yeah, so Loon is going to have a big job on his hands, and Loon will start on Valanciunas. We'll try to keep him on him as much as possible. And then you can see Draymond on him a little bit as well. I'd prefer not to do that too much, but we'll have to mix and match and see how the game's going.
Steve, how much do you think pace will dictate the direction of this game tonight?
Well, it's interesting, Monty, because it's not just a case of us having to drive the pace. It's us having to control them in transition. They're number one in the league in forcing turnovers, and then they get out and run a lot. And they score a lot of fast break points. So, we generally like to play fast. I think we're second or third in the league in pace, somewhere in the top three. But playing fast only works if you're poised and under control. So turnovers are going to kill us tonight. Bad shots are sometimes just as bad as turnovers. So the pace for us to win, the pace needs to be dictated by our intelligence with the ball and with each possession.
Are James and Eric back in the Bay Area?
Yes, they flew back this morning with most of our staff members who were also on that list.
Warriors injury report, Steph was listed as doubtful, and they don't have Wiseman or Paschal or Oubre. What kind of adjustments you got to make to your game plan when that many rotation guys are out, if there are any?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to prepare for a lot of different scenarios. Obviously, you plan for them to be as healthy as they can, given the injury report, the day before and whatever we had going into the morning, but then also preparing for guys that may play bigger roles that are out. So you try to kind of have a delicate balance between both. At the end of the day, we try to keep it, more focused on us and what we've got to do. But obviously, when guys play a big role for them that, could potentially be out, you've got to weigh, the balance of how much to invest in that preparation versus if they're out. So we kind of focused on, both options today. Hopefully our guys are prepared, depending on what the final verdict is, for their lineups.
Evan Barnes.
Hey, Taylor, one, any changes in the starting lineup? And two, you went smaller a little bit. Xavier was kind of on the bench, and you went with a small lineup of Grayson, DeAnthony, and Justice. What did you kind of see from that? And were you kind of pleased with just kind of with what they brought, kind of just giving a different look with a smaller lineup?
Yeah, no changes to the starting lineup today. Definitely wanted to see something different. BC's been playing most of his minutes at the 4 and, a little bit at the 5. I kind of wanted to change things up. I thought BC was unbelievable last game, and the pace that he created for us offensively, our pick and roll game, his playmaking ability, but also defensively. I thought he did a great job protecting the rim and doing a great job, guarding a lot of different pick and roll and dribble handoff actions. And then just playing, a lot of perimeter player and playmakers, guys that are pretty interchangeable. Guys that can play, both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively at a high level. It was something I just kind of wanted to see. It's a first go at it, tonight, we'll see what we deploy tonight, but, I was very encouraged by what we saw just in one game. And as we've said all along, just try to get more of a data sample size on what's effective with those types of lineups. What are the combinations that we like? What's the style of play that we like, both offensively and defensively. So we'll just keep studying as we move forward here.
Clayton Collier.
Hey, Taylor, just going back to talking about some of the injuries for Golden State and absences for today. When you have such a marathon of a second half for you guys this year, just how important is it to capitalize when you get some opportunities or breaks, whatever you want to say, term it, just, what you have here now going into this weekend?
For us, we're just focused on one game at a time. And, I've told the guys, no matter who we're playing, we've got to focus on putting our best foot forward and playing to our standard. We've done that for a good majority of the season. In certain games we haven't, and we've paid the price for it. So, no matter who's lacing it up and suiting up on the other side, we've got to be ready to go, and we've got to set our tone, play with our edge and our focus, and go out there and play the basketball that we're capable of doing, nightly basis.
Last question. We'll go to Terry Davis.
Hey, Coach, I know you take one game at a time, but does this game have a little bit more significance since this is a team right here that's a few games ahead of you, or it's still just one game at a time?
Just one game at a time right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Thanks, everyone.